The personality disorders are identified by the fact that they are principally disorders of the self, and two, they are developmental in origin.
There are individuals in whom the biological starting point has led to long-term repeated patterns of personality that cause them considerable distress or cause others considerable distress. So in the former category, we have people who, say, are just avoidant and have real trouble dealing with other people, being in social situations. And then in that latter category, most notably, is what we colloquially call the con man. People, antisocial personality, who virtually have no conscience.
Just as in other major categories, there are a number of psychological illnesses that cluster around personality.
First of all, the narcissistic disorder, you don't have to be a therapist to diagnose it. It's the guy who, you go to a cocktail party and he says, "Enough about me, let's talk about you. What do you think of my latest movie?" That's good. I got a call from this sports doctor, and he said, "I'm very interested in narcissism in sports." And I said, "You got a huge field there."
They're guys who have had scrapbooks that started when they were about 9 or 10 years old. They've been celebrities in their communities. They have such extraordinary athletic ability that it shows up very early on. The downside of that is that they've been treated very specially. They've had someone running in front, picking the rocks out of the road, the coaches making allowances for them.
It's so widespread that people get the idea that narcissism by itself is pathologic, which of course nothing could be further from the truth. There is no life without narcissism, healthy narcissism. And healthy narcissism means that you have a sense of self, of being not grandiose, but competent, based on reality, and you are able to use your reality perception as a way of healthily maintaining your self-esteem.
In contrast, people with emotionless schizoid disorders find it difficult to relate to anyone at all.
That if he allows a relationship with the other, he will be totally overwhelmed. So that in order to protect himself, he sets up relationships of distance or no relationships at all, which then presents all kinds of other problems. I saw a patient who said he was up to be made CEO of the Corp. And he had a meeting with the current CEO and who said, "You really are one of the brightest people we have here. And the board wanted to appoint you to be the head."
I hired you because
the
I thought you were
trouble
the
is,
best qualified for
your
the job
relationship
here.
with your workers is so bad, you can't do it. So he goes home and he says to his wife, "Do you know what happened to me today? This guy had the gall to say that my relationships were bad." And he went on and on. And his wife says, "This doesn't surprise me at all. You have the same problem with me and the kids." So then he comes to see me. And he says, "How can all these people be so wrong?"